Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Reese here for C Manga to review Area D, Chapter 40, Memory Labyrinth 1. So, yeah, like I say guys, I'm still pretty green. This is like the second review for Area D, and you know what? It's still getting really good. So if you haven't read it, seriously, check it out. So yeah, this chapter now, really cool chapter, basically. It's pretty much, the beginning to the battle against Asura. She is freaking crazy. So this chapter we're finally able to fully understand what the Greek tragedy ability really is. But first off, basically, last chapter you see Jin punching the butler guy in the face. It's like, oh god, is it over with him? Well, nah, the guy basically just like sinks into the shadows. He's saying like, my whole task was to basically like keep you guys here, and yeah, this isn't even the full extent of my powers, and that really does interest me because like the shadow stitching power is really kind of cool. So if that's only like a little taster of what he can actually do, I want to know what else he's got because damn, that's amazing. He has really cool power. I want to know what else he's got up his sleeve. So anyway, onto the Asura battle, and you know what? This I think that Asura basically has like one of the most OP abilities you can find. Um, it's like they explain basically a Greek tragedy. Back when she was young, she used to think she was like going mad. She used to be able to see other people's memories, kind of like it's like a bit of not telekinesis, kind of like Professor Xavier, where he's able to read minds, kind of thing. Which is like, wow, that is kind of, it's basically like really painful. Then after a while, she kind of understood exactly that she can project those memories into other people, and then they'll experience that. So, like I said, that is really OP. It's like, and it's not just her memories; it's anyone's. So, any type of memory that she can get. So it could literally be someone getting shot in the head. That's their memory. Therefore, she'll project that. You get shot in the head, you're dead. So flipping it. How do you defend against that? I don't really know, but somehow they did it. Um, yeah. It's weird, this actual ability, the way that she's kind of like able to do everything. Because like, if you remember rightly, back in the beginning of the chat, back in like the beginning when she was first introduced, I was kind of like thinking that this ability is kind of like she's projecting her own memories, but the fact that it's anyone's makes it crazy, because like, if obviously if it was her own abilities, it would mean that she's either what really old, or she has been through some crazy stuff in her time, in her like short time, because she don't even look that old. So hell, madness. So anyway, yeah, Jin and Kaito, they're basically completely at the mercy of her. They're just on the floor, barely able to move. I was like, how the hell are they going to counteract this? Because like usually in this type of situations, Jin, the way they're able to fight back is Jin obviously gets the ability of the person mashing them up and uses that against them. But the fact that Asura is obviously a long range, she's like kind of mid long range fighter, so she's not even in the thick of it. How the hell is he going to be able to even grab her to get that ability? I don't know. So I guess pretty much the only person available to him is Kaito, who's on the floor next to him. So yeah, he gets to obtain Kaito's deserted room ability, which, like I said, is still is actually one of my favorites so far. So yeah, basically, you know what? I've got to commend this series. It is really smart in the way they kind of like get the whole defeating enemies kind of thing. It's like they always kind of come out. Just it's really crazy. It's like it's just nuts the way they do it. It's like really kind of smart and twist. There's like lots of twists. So yeah, the way they kind of like defeat Asura now is during the whole thing, obviously they can like hear this young person's crying voice all the time. It's like, what the hell is it? What the hell is it? So obviously they need to investigate that. They end up pissing off Asura after a little while, and yeah, she basically like ends up, oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna get you now, my strongest thing. So she basically tries to drown him. Jin ends up using Kaito's ability to kind of like go inside of himself, which is kind of a bit nuts. It's like he basically uses the entire empty space within himself to pull himself into it, so he's got air, so he can breathe underwater. Yeah, I know it's a bit kind of like but yeah, it makes sense. So he's able to kind of like breathe underwater, then he's able to investigate what the hell who it is he's crying, and then we find out it's basically a young Asura herself. So yeah, that basically is the end of that chapter, which is like, damn, why'd it end there? I want some more. I want to know what's going on. Which I have to say is what is really good about this series. It literally leaves you always wanting more. So I know they're only on like chapter 40, so hopefully they can keep that going and going and going into like the 200s, 300s. Because I don't know, the series looks like it has some legs. It's kind of like the manga version of Heroes. So yeah, this kind of like did leave me with a lot of questions actually. I'm trying to wonder what it is going on with Asura's ability. Is there more to it? Hopefully there is, because I know we got showed quite a lot of it. And then the same with the Butler guy. I want to know what the hell's going on with him. I want to know more about his abilities because he is pretty cool, and the fact that he is the one guy in her little female society. So what's the relationship there? You know, hopefully they kind of like explain that soon. Well, they probably will. Obviously, closer to her death because that's usually what happens. You know, characters about to die, they show more. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's Area D, Chapter 40. Rating wise, I'm going with a 9 out of 10. I was really happy with this. It left me wanting more. There's like little bits where it kind of like lost me a little bit due to like all the stuff that's happening, but yeah, it was really good. So, you know, usual guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you enjoy Area D? Have you started reading it? What do you think? If you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up. Really helps the series, lets other people see more. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. So, I'll catch you soon.